It's possibly the best book that I've read this year. I know it's April, but I'm reading my first fantasy in years, I think. So I'm currently reading Daggermouth, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm 30% of the way through so far. I just jumped into this video and didn't explain that, hey, I haven't made a booktube video in years. But yeah, since I moved back to the UK and I kind of want to continue making videos. I used to make these videos all the time. I used to make a booktube video every single week. At least once a week I would do a video. And I kind of want to go back to it. But today, this is me reading Daggermouth. I want to see how much of Daggermouth I can actually read today. I didn't know that it was 569 pages when I downloaded it. A gloomy day. I read some yesterday. Actually, I read quite a chunk yesterday. I read it on the bus and I read at a cafe, which was quite nice. I need to get back into making videos because I enjoyed it so much, and still in the time since I made booktube videos, I never stopped watching booktube videos. So let's get into it. I also want to do some study videos because I got a new Korean book yesterday. I'm really enjoying this so far. It doesn't remind me of Red Queen. I think it's been compared to Red Queen because it's got kind of romantic-ish elements, but not really. What it's reminding me of the most is Six of Crows. If Six of Crows had like a main romantic plot and the characters were older, because I think both of them are in their 30s. She said a bit ago that she's not going to make her 31st birthday. The cat's just walked in and the dog's going to go mad. This has been my whole day. Hey. Hey. He's in timeout. So currently I am on page 170 and chapter 30. I'm gonna read some and then I'll catch up with you later and get him out of timeout. Something really bad has happened. I'm on 31% now. I know, such a jump from when we last spoke. I realise I'm picturing Batman. Grayson is running around and he's fully Christian Bale Batman to me. I just don't think that he is supposed to be Batman. In my head, I realise I've put him in a cape. He's not wearing a cape. He's not described as wearing a cape. Grayson stalked to the window, his free hand dragging down his face as he looked out over the city. That's Batman. That's Batman as heck. Honestly, that's super Batman. Callum and Lyra already feel like the second couple in a K-drama that I don't care about and fast forward their scenes through. I'm on 65% of Daggermouth now. I'm gonna clip this in before because I just didn't mention what Daggermouth was. Daggermouth is a dystopian dark romance, and it honestly, there's some stuff that I have had to skip past because a lot of it is not just abuse of power in like a dystopian society, but specifically quite violent and torturous domestic stuff, which is hard to read. That being said, I am really enjoying it. I think that there's 2 books in this series so far. I don't know, but oh, you're up. Okay. I have some stuff to do today, but I don't want to do it. I want to read my book because I stayed up until like 1:30 last night reading it. And I want to read some more of it. I also do think it's been kind of insta-lovey in that I think it's been 3 days. It has been 3 days. And he's already acknowledged somewhat that he loves her. She shot you 3 days ago. And you completely battered her as well. The relationships are troubling. The society is troubling. Everything is a bit troubling, but I'm enjoying reading it, so that's good, right? It's so cute. I'm on 65%. Bye. Okay, I'm on page 377. No one told me this book was 569 pages when I got it. They've had a shootout fight with the Vera officers that have come to his apartment after they went out to a club and got drunk. So they've done all this fighting while drunk. If you shoot me, he said, his voice dropping to a husky whisper, it will only make me want to fuck you. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Is this what dark romance is? Is dark romance weirder than this? It must be. It must be. But If you even think about it, I will kill you. Grayson grinned, and the expression feral and hungry. Then I'm already a dead man. And then she shoots him. And he shot her. Okay, cool. And they're kissing. What the hell is this book? What the fuck is this book? As Maximus's behaviour to Lyra became seen, it was kind of obvious that it would be something sexual, but for him to give her to 11 of the Vera officers is ew. Ew. I'm enjoying this book more and more. It feels weird to say that I'm enjoying it more, but I feel like it's just, it does dystopia very well, and it hasn't required a lot of world building, which is interesting, but I don't know, it feels kind of like a mix between the Hunger Games and the Uglies, just because of the drone thing. I think just because of the drone thing, that's why I'm thinking about it. But I never saw the Uglies movie, so maybe it could be different. It's a rainy day, so I'm gonna read my book. Let's go. No, I'm back on it again. Right. His father had sold Lyra, sold her. He was going to fucking burn for this. I don't understand how, if that officer, Marcus Webb, if he had said that he was a low-ranked officer and he wasn't privy to information that the others were, didn't know exactly the plans, but knew enough of the plans that he knew that they were just gonna gas everyone, why is that low-ranking officer someone that years ago, over a decade ago, Maximus would give his daughter over to some random officers? What's the point of it? What is the point of that? It doesn't make sense. I'm confused by it. If it's something that's gonna give influence in this new governmental structure, then wouldn't it be a ranked person? Not just some random officer? Not that it's not, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but the point is, I don't understand how he did it was it to earn obedience or like earn loyalty from some random who then isn't even a kid. Like, it would make sense if it was like Mikkel, right? It would make sense in that, but I feel like it would come to light earlier if it was him, with him being around them more. I need to finish this book today because this video is going to be full of spoilers. I don't care. What do you mean Mikkel is Grayson's dad? I knew that Brooker was going to come back because I've read a book before, but that, I wonder how though. Like, in a nice way or in a bad way? Could be in a bad way. Could be that Maximus forced his wife and or forced Mikkel to. Is that the idea of like an heir and a spare because he doesn't view women as capable or worthy of anything, of being an heir, of being in control? Maybe. I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. I shall get back to it. I want to finish it today because I want to know what happens. Okay, see ya. Hi, it's me. I'm back again. I'm still at 82%. Is this not kind of the plot of Zootopia 2? Zootopia, as it should have been called. Because he's just trying to expand the space of Newfound Haven by killing everyone. I mean, in Zootopia 2, they just moved the reptiles out. Not saying it was ethical, not saying it was good. Didn't kill them. But this is just what happened in Zootopia 2. Now that I think back on it, multiple scenes are kind of reminiscent of Zootopia 2. Like the fighting, the romance element between the two. Although, like, Nick doesn't execute people, so there's that. And Judy's not like a hit woman, so that's a bit different. But I have to say, it's kind of reminiscent of Zootopia 2. Okay. I just finished it. I thought maybe it'll end on a bit of a cliffhanger. That's a cliffhanger. I understand the concept of like a long con, and you know, political upheavals don't happen overnight most of the time. I think letting all of your children be tortured by your husband, that's maybe committing to the bit a bit too much. Yeah, I didn't quite like that. I would like if that was more dripped through. I don't like that. I didn't like that bit. I'm trying not to spoil it, but I am spoiling it. And then the next book is going to focus more on her, I guess. Obviously, it has to. But overall, I really recommend it. I think it's completely worth the hype, and I'm dying to read the next one. But what's that ending? I'm not good at cliffhangers anymore. Oh. What? And I know I said earlier that I thought that maybe Lyra and Callum would end up being like the subplot K-drama couple that I would skip through all their stuff. And then for that to happen, I liked them. I thought they were cute and nice. I want more books like this that give this reaction, that make you like shocked and want to keep reading. That's what I want. That's what reading should be. I need to do this more because I loved doing booktube back when I did it when I was in uni. It was just a really nice like community, and I feel like it's not as much of a thing anymore. I don't know. I don't know that there's that much of a booktube community, because it feels like all the books that were popular on booktube are now BookTok books, which that's a whole different discourse. But yeah, overall, I highly recommend that. I loved that. Really, really good. Overall, I cannot recommend this book enough. I genuinely think it's great. It's possibly the best book that I've read this year. I know it's April, but I think it'll be way up there for the rest of the year, really. Unless I can read the sequel. Maybe.